if there's one thing that you want to tell people about your passion, right, what would it be? Like for those people who wanted to try photography, what would it be? What would you want to tell them?
What I want to tell them about photography and videography?
Yeah.
Mm, okay. There's a lot of people out there. They got interested in photography and videography,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't realize that it's a long-term process. They'll be interested in photography and videography for 6 or 7 months, and then when they see no progress or something, they'll be like, ah, no, this is not working out for me. I should change to any other thing, right? Ah, so that's not a good sign. The first 10,000 photos you take are all shit.
All right, man. And then,
Yeah, yeah. It's a long-term progress. You can be working hard for 8 to 9 months and then see no progress, and then the 10th and 11th month you can go to a higher step like that.
understand?
The graph is like ups and downs, ups and downs. So once the beginners see the downs, they will just stop. You should not stop actually. You should just keep going, because photography and videography is a long-term process. It requires good clients, good working ethics, good communication with people, because we are working with different people in different events, right? So
Yeah.
communication is one of the one of the key thing that you need to master. Yeah, because we are not meeting the same people. We are meeting different people differently. So
Okay.
you really need to be good at communicating with your clients, like showcasing your product. Okay, this is the end product will be. This is how we are going to shoot. The plan. You really need to make a great plan. Some people will just go to an event and then shoot events like, okay, I'm going to shoot an event. They will be making no plan. They'll just touch the battery. They'll make just put the memory card in. They just shoot. Okay, that's not a good thing. You
Oh,
should
that's
really
not a
make
good photographer.
not
Okay.
not a good photograph. That's not a good thing. Like not a good thing to execute. It's like, okay,
So
if
what a good
tomorrow morning,
photographer do?
okay, a good photographer, what the good photographer do is, if he got a event on tomorrow morning, right? Uh, the the day before that, he will be doing a
Doing a what?
script.
Okay, script.
He will be writing the shots, the location, the lighting, how many flashes is going to set up there, the stands, the position, and all.
So
Okay,
you
you
plan
have to
everything
do.
out.
Yeah, you have to prepare. A lot of photographers, when videographers, they don't do anything. They just go and shoot. Actually, you need to prepare. You need to prepare, and then just try once. Prepare everything out, and then with all the key things that you prepare, execute it on the event day, and then your end product will be like really good, really good. It's just you need to prepare. Uh, Most of them they skip the preparation part. They just go and shoot, edit, and then go to the end product. It's not good. The preparation is one of the key things. Also the communication with the client. Ask them like what kind of video they need. You just can't go shoot and then give them the video that you like to edit. It's like when you're working for people, right? It's like
Mhm.
what kind of video they like. You need to, the end product should be something that they love, not as a photographer and videographer that you love. It should
Okay,
be what
understand.
they love. So communication is the best thing.
But
Yeah.
how if you think what they love is bad, but what you are trying to suggest to them is good. Like how are you going to tell them that? How you usually do it?
Usually, right, if they are expecting something lower from my expectation, I'll just do it according to my expectation. If their expectation is lower,
Understand?
I'll just stick to my expectation, and I'll just go and propose to them. Okay, okay, you guys planned it like this, but I can make it a bit better. So let's watch this. If this makes it any better, or it should be any changes over there, I can change it for you. So they will see most of the time when I exceed their expectation, they will be happy. They will be happy.
What,
Yeah.
what about gears for the beginner? Like where
Yes,
should
for the big.
where should they start? How much
Okay,
money should they
currently,
have and everything?
this year 2021, every camera system is going to mirrorless. This is what we call a mirrorless. This is a mirrorless camera. It's small. It's really small, but it
Okay,
can do a lot of. This is a mirrorless
okay,
camera. Okay, the Sony is one of the mirrorless team. It's releasing a lot of mirrorless cameras. But as a beginner, don't straight ahead go to mirrorless cameras. Just
okay,
buy a DSLR camera. DSLR cameras are big. The sensors are the sensors are different. This sensor,
okay,
this is Sony's. It's mirrorless. There is no mirror. It's just straight away sensor. The light
okay.
just straight goes to the sensor, right?
So, okay,
Yeah. If DSLR cameras, there will be a mirror. There will be a
okay.
flip out mirror. The light goes to the mirror and then reflects to the sensor.
So, okay.
Uh, that's the difference between DSLR and then mirrorless. So for the beginners, just start from DSLRs. Yeah,
Why
because
is it
DSLRs can because
like
for
why?
now mirrorless cameras are growing, so DSLR cameras are getting cheaper.
Okay, because of the
So
price point, is it?
the price point, get a cheaper camera first, like the Canon EOS 80D.
How
80D
much
is one of the
usually the price?
for now it's like below 3K. You can get it
Below
with
what?
the amount of 3K, 3K,
Below
3,000.
3K.
Yeah. You can
I
get a good
mean,
lens. It comes with kit lens 18 to 55, 18 to 55 mil kit lens, and then the Canon EOS 80D body. You can get it around 3K, 3K, 3K. You can have a really good beginner setup.
is
Yeah,
it
and then
is it it's not a second hand, right?
no, it's new. It's new. Yeah, I'm talking about new. Or as a beginner, you can go to second hand also.
Usually where you can get a second hand, a good second hand gears.
Usually, a good second hand gears we can get it from KLDSLR.
AL, DSLR.
KLDSLR.
Oh, okay. Is it a physical store or online store?
Both. It's a physical
Both.
store and online. You can just Google it or the page is on Facebook. KLDSLR. It's on KL, the Berjaya Times Square.
I mean, it's okay. We can put we can put the link in the description down below.
Okay,
And
yeah,
like,
sure.
what else? Is there talk about second hand? And what about advice for them to keep consistent?
Okay. The advice
Ramaja,
I'm going to
Ramaja, Jap. So again, what is your advice for them, for the beginners, so that they can keep consistent on this field?
okay, the advice is really simple. It's not the gear, it's the shooter. Okay. You can
Mm-hmm.
have a really best beginner camera for a cheap amount of money and then go out and shoot. Go out and shoot. Go out and shoot. Shoot, edit, repeat. Shoot, edit, repeat. Shoot, edit, repeat. That's the best advice. And then for a technical advice, this is the advice that a lot of people won't give to anyone. Okay. So what's the main thing of a camera? What's the main component in a camera?
Mm-hmm.
The main component of a camera is the sensor. Okay. The main
Right.
component of every camera is the sensor. So what the sensor does? So the main component in a camera is a sensor. The main thing that a sensor does is absorbing light.
All right.
The,
Okay.
the main thing, the main thing of a sensor is absorbing light. So if you want a good photo or good video or a good end product, it's not based on how you shoot, not based on how you edit, not based on how good the place look, and not based on anything else. It's just based on how much of amount of light you are going to give the sensor. Yeah. The more the light you are giving to the sensor, the better the photo and video gets. That's it. Very simple. The 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 main point is light. With a good light, you can get good end result. It's all about light. Yeah, give the light that your camera needs. Yeah, people will be complaining that in my photos I'm getting a grainy photos, the grainy, the dot 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 kind of
Yeah,
photos
yeah.
and dot dot videos. It's because you're not giving enough amount of light to the sensor. Yeah,
Okay, I see.
the, the, the the main point of the sensor is to absorb light and then give the light that it needs, and then you can automatically
Get
get
a
the
good.
good end. Yeah, a good lighting gives a good shot. The good shot can be edited in a good way in Premiere Pro, and then the end result will be good. Yeah, that's it. Give the light that the sensor needs. That's it. That's the best advice I can give.
And what about the softwares that you suggest for them to use for editing?
Software I suggest to them to use. Okay, the best software is like for photo, you should get Adobe Lightroom.
Adobe.
Yeah, the Adobe Lightroom,
Okay.
and then Adobe Photoshop for photo manipulation. If you want to do extraordinary edits and stuff,
Okay.
Adobe Photoshop. For video, you can get Adobe Premiere Pro for cuts and music matching, and then Adobe After Effects. These are the main four software: Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects. Yeah,
So to quickly summarize everything, so for beginners, it's better for them to start with a cheap camera first and focus on the techniques instead of actually having a expensive camera. But as the time goes by and they're getting better at it, it's better to get a better quality camera as it will help to make the picture better, right?
yeah. As a beginner, get the beginner camera first, and then work on small projects. Work on small projects. Get enough money to buy a new camera, a great camera. Save enough money. Saving money is one of the main aspects in videography and photography to gear up your cameras and lenses and all that. A good financial movement. Yeah, you
And
should be
then
very good at finance.
you can go for when it comes to editing, you can go for Premiere Pro for video and After Effects and also Photoshop for photography, right?
Yeah.